Hello. So I'm sure you're interested. Why is she in another new place? So this is something that I'm sure a lot of you have noticed about me as well as my clients. I have been moving around from place to place, and it's actually still in my same city. Why is that? Why is that happening? What is going on to make that happen? So I want to share my story and share more of me, because all of us are sharing so much, and it's like the world is waking up and sisters are sharing, men are sharing, and it's amazing. And it's not like this is a major, huge, crazy thing, but it's definitely something that has been interesting for me to observe and see what this is. So the reason why I've been moving so much is because it's actually normal for me. When I was growing up, my parents were divorced, and I spent every other weekend at my dad's house. And then when my mother went away for traveling, I would stay at his house for a month. So I never really had my solid home. And maybe some of you also who had parents who were divorced or had jumped around from place to place to place know what I'm talking about. So I didn't realize that I had this kind of habitual feeling or habit or feeling of like that's what's normal until I started to really ground myself in other areas of my life. And this one area just has just not grounded. And I've been moving around, and every time I move, I kind of distract myself with my business and what I'm doing and my clients and other things that I'm dealing with and other people that are coming into my life and things like that. And it's a lot to handle. But this is something that's coming to me as I started my moon time just 2 days ago, and really needed to take some time to rest. Actually, yesterday I started it. I just had to really take time to myself to see where this issue is and what this is and how this is happening. And I realized that my issue has been this thing around my family and about not being able to root properly in a home. And I'm still exploring it, and I'm still diving into it because I've had enough. I've had enough of this jumping around, doing this. I'm really good with my business. I'm really good at managing it. I have my system. I know how to do the moves. I'm really easily able to get centered again where I am. But it very much is annoying and distracting, and it doesn't allow me to be fully present for myself and for the things that are coming into my life that are starting to build atop of what I'm already doing and what I'm already building in my business and in my life and my relationships. And it just creates this instability in my root that I can't deal with anymore. So I'm here sharing this. I'm sharing this with all of you because I just want to be vulnerable and truthful. It's been really hard for me because I want my own home. I want to be in my own place. But the reason why I haven't been able to find it is because I haven't actually sat with the discomfort of why this keeps happening. And I'm just really coming into seeing that because there's other things in my life that are coming that are needing for me to really ground, along with my business, really me going full hard into it. I know a lot of people think it's really odd and really weird and get confused of why this keeps happening and why I keep doing this. But this is what happens. This is like a perfect representation of what happens in life when you don't deal with something that's really kind of affecting all other areas of your life too. It just plays out in the background. You're just used to it and it just keeps happening. But then at one point, when other things in your life that start to get good, start to come together, you're like, wait a second, I don't really like this. I don't really enjoy this. This is costing me more than I would like. This is making me more stressed out than I need to be. This is not healthy for me. You know, there's all these different areas in our lives where things like this happen. Maybe our food, maybe our living situation, maybe our friendships, right? It's like sometimes it really has to hit you in the face. Like this is like pretty in the face, right? But it's still not, because I didn't realize how used to it I was. Because when I was somewhere for 2 months, I was in one of the apartments. If you've been watching my videos, I was in an apartment building for 2 months, but then, and I had a plan to find my own place after that, but I actually hadn't dealt with the issue of not being able to move. I mean, not wanting to move and finding my home. And that's an internal journey. That's something that I need to actually go into and sit with and just observe what comes up and feel it fully. That's how you really resolve these kinds of issues, right? Like if you have a relationship issue, or you have a food issue, or you have a health issue, or home issue, or whatever, parental issue, like we avoid sitting with things because it's so uncomfortable. And I definitely have things that in my life that have piled up that I haven't sat with, that I can feel are affecting other areas of my life where ease is trying to flow, but I just haven't sat with them long enough to allow it. So this is me saying, I'm done. Keep getting myself accountable with, I want my home, and I'm ready to find my home, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna work on it, and I'm gonna move through this so that I can truly find that place for myself that is going to be my home, that is going to be my living, beautiful home for me and the people that want to be in my life. And not even that, just me, just for me. Having friends over, having family know that I'm living somewhere, having my fucking mail going to one place that is actually mine, and not my parents in the same city, right? Or the same area. So yeah, I wanted to share this because it's just like, it's been on my mind to share this. I don't like how it's just like, you know, why don't we talk about things? Why don't we just share up front? Because I'm sure many of you are like, why does she keep moving and da-da-da? Yeah, it's the thing that I'm used to. It's something that I'm just used to, and I didn't realize how used to it I was until I was on my own, doing my own thing, and like just me figuring out my life. So it's interesting how things kind of affect us, and we don't even realize it from our childhood. There's a lot in there. So maybe take this as a reflection for yourself if there's something like that going on in your life. And if there is, let me know down below. I'd love to know, and I'd love to hear. And yeah, and also today is actually the last day I'm doing my readings, my free readings, my free mind, body, soul readings. So if you're interested, please do comment below and let me know that you're interested. And if you haven't booked in yet, please do. I have this week completely booked, but next week and the week after, I actually, I'm probably going to be taking a hiatus to recover and just heal. That's still sort of pending, so I'm going to see how that goes. But I will be for sure starting my readings again in the beginning of June. So if you're interested and you'd still like to book your session, I will be opening June, the beginning of June that week, up for you. I know it's quite a while away, but it's up to you. It's up to you if you're really called up, because after that I will be changing the link so that, or not changing the link, but I won't be sending out the link anymore. So please let me know below, and thank you for watching. Thank you for being here in this beautiful space that I'm able to share, and sending my love to all of you. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, a wonderful morning, wherever you are.